Thanks, Harrison. What we had here was a classic 5-on-3 cage match throwdown. We had our challengers Lippertheimer going up first, and they got the suggestion of Thief, which they used in the first scene where we saw museum thieves that were arguing about whose duties were more difficult. We had the map guy, we had a security guard murderer who assumed the security guard's identity, we had a man who spent 20 years training to be an acrobat in China, we had a woman who always gloated and had a garbage attitude, and then we had a guy who pretended to be a lamb for 20 years. Then in the next scene, we saw an airplane bragging conversation into an embarrassed TSA agent staring at a panini grill. Then we saw Deborah, the saleswoman with a garbage attitude from the first scene, and Ed, the insanely angry and depressed virtual reality super salesman. Then we learned that John Gabers doesn't know how to pronounce NFL Hall of Fame player Dan Deerdorf's name correctly, even though he thought he was. He was not. Then we saw a museum thief's second beat with an Ed/Lampman reveal, an entrapment laser grid, and Deborah the garbage attitude callback. It's great stuff about the challenges that we had in our champions. Cook County Social Club going up second, they got a suggestion of Harrison Brown, which they used in the first scene where we saw police stand up between Harrison Brown, aka Guy Shipley, who is being held up in a bar, and a cop who shoots first and does weird stuff with his suspenders and his dick. Then we saw Lewis, the suspenders cop from the previous scene, who gets the job done by simply asking questions, but accidentally confessed to raping a little girl in an interrogation room. Then we saw a shoot first drug lord into an 8-minute Greg Hess physical appearance call-out. We saw a single police officer checking in at the Residence Inn, and they ended it all with Carl Nambley sitting in the Uber of his #1 fan from high school, getting pulled over by a Segway cab. What happened in the end? Cook County Social Club is still your champ. You can see him next week at Harrison Brown's last cage match at the UCB LA Theater. For UCB LA Cage Match, I'm Jonny and I remind you that anything can happen in a cage match.